Yes guys, I will now do a walk now around by the National Insurance Building and Foreign Affairs. Looking towards Charleston Park now. Where you'll come across the Fujitsu ICL and the Royal Bank of Canada building. And opposite me is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building. And ahead of me is the Barbados Vocational Training Board headquarters at the Lawrence Greenhouse, known as the Skills Training. And this is the statue of Sir Frank Walker, who was a national hero of Barbados. He's known as Frank by name and Frank by nature. The Right Excellent Frank Walker. This statue was unveiled by the Prime Minister of Barbados, the Right Honourable Owen Seymour Arthur, and Lady Pauline Walker on April 28, 2003 in recognition of the sterling contribution to the labour movement in Barbados. April 28th is our National Heroes Day here in Barbados. And it was celebrated every year since 1998. Looking back to Culloden Road. And the Ministry of, the Barbados Vocational Training Board, known as Skills Training. Their headquarters is right here in Culloden Road, the Lawrence Greenhouse. This is the Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building, and this is the back, a rare shot of the national hero Sir Frank Walker, the Frank Walker statue. Barbados National Standard Institution is also through here, BNSI, and the Government Analytical Services building is right here. This is the Frank Walker building, known as the National Insurance Scheme building, or the NIS building, named after national hero Frank Walker. This building moved here in the 90s. The National Insurance Scheme moved here sometime in the 90s, mid to late 90s. After they vacated the building that was in town, that was demolished 2 years ago, they moved into this building. And this is the car park. This is where the government vehicles park. The government vehicles for the National Insurance Scheme park. Again, a look at the National Insurance Scheme building. All Culloden Farm here, and this is another annex for the National Insurance Scheme building over here. National Insurance Scheme building. Looking back at the National Insurance Scheme building here. This is the spiral staircase. All the annex for the National Insurance Building. And we're now looking at the Culloden farm, which was the residence of our late Prime Minister, our first Prime Minister, father of independence and national hero, the right excellent Walton Barrow. He used to live here. And this is a little pathway, a little walkway leading back to the Bayland, Bayville area. You can see a bit of the Bayland area from here, Bayland, Bayville area. Some residents refer to it as the Bayland and some refer to it as Bayville. This is the pathway here. They had to cut the bus because a young lady was raped. I think she died. I'm not sure she died, but I know she was raped through there a few years back. This is Culloden Farm, future home of the Duke of Edinburgh International Awards, Barbados. So this building is in a state of disrepair and dilapidated. This was a fountain. This was the residence of our late Prime Minister, the right excellent Walton Barrow, Barbados' first Prime Minister, father of independence and national hero. He was born on the 21st of January 1920 and he died on the 1st of June 1987. He was only 67 years and he's the one who led Barbados into independence on the 30th of November 1966. He also introduced free education to Barbadians and he was the founder of the Democratic Labour Party as well. He also flew plane in 1939 for World War II and he was born in Fairfield, St. Lucie, which is to the north of the island. But he used to live here at Culloden Farm. Looking back at the National Insurance Scheme building and the fountain and the other annex for the National Insurance Scheme. That's the National Insurance Scheme building. And this is also annex for the National Levy Service as well. And this is the basketball court, and this area will lead you back to Henry's Lane, which is at Lower Culloden Road and St. Michael. This is the Hugh Johnson Link Road. And this is the National Disability Unit. And this is Cedar Place, which is another offshore business. And the British High Commission in Bridgetown is right here. This is the back part of it. So I'm now approaching Lower Culloden Road, looking back at the Francis Godson Drive and the Gordon Johnson Lake Road. Looking back at the Culloden Farm. Now we're going on to Lower Culloden Road. Looking directly in front of the Ursuline Convent School. By the way, about the Ursuline Convent School, they are planning to close it down now next year, which is 2023, because they don't have enough nuns anymore. Not much young ladies, not much ladies joining the nunnery. So they are planning to close it down now. in 2023. So looking at the Ursuline Convent School here at Lower Culloden Road. You can see the chapel for the convent. After 128 years of service, the convent school is now going to close. The Ursuline Convent School. This is Lower Culloden Road, which leads back to Bridgetown and Purity Bakeries and the Roman Catholic Cathedral at St. Patrick's and the hospital and so on. And the Ursuline Convent School here at Lower Culloden Road. This is the Frederick Lane Drive here. The Ursuline Convent School, the secondary school and the primary school. The secondary school is for girls, but the primary school is for boys. And this is Cedar Place, which is an offshore business. I think it's an offshore bank or something. And the road here to the right will lead back to George Street in Belleville and the Democratic Labour Party Auditorium, the Dems Auditorium, the George Street Auditorium. And the Bible Society building, the green building at the end, is the Bible Society building. And this is the British and New Zealand High Commission, Bridgetown, over here. Apartments of Lower Culloden Road. With the Ursuline Convent School on the road to George Street, Belleville, and Cedar Place. So this road will lead you into Bridgetown, which is the country's capital. Bridgetown, just 1 minute walk away from here. Bridgetown, just 1 minute down the road from here. You'll come across the Roman Catholic Cathedral, St. Patrick's at Dummock's Lane. The Roman Catholic Cathedral, St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral and school. Also the Community Hospital and the Ministry of Health, all down there. And this is the Sanjika Financial Center, which was once Nemville Insurance years ago. Until 2003 when Sanjika took over. Here now with the Sanjika Financial Center and the green building with Mutual Bank. And then Sanjika took over, and now a branch of First Citizens is in there. This is Sanjika number 3. Where Nemville was, is Sanjika number 3. And where the neutral was is number 1, Sanjika number 1. We will also come across a branch of First Citizens Bank there as well. You can back up to Bishop's Court Hill and Upper Culloden Road. And Sanjika number 1 is in the background as well. Which is at Belleville. This is Belleville, Sanjika number 1. So this is Lower Culloden Road, and up the street here is Upper Culloden Road, where you will come across the People's Cathedral. And that is Upper Culloden Road is referred to as Bishop's Court Hill because the former bishop's residence used to be there first. This is the Equity Insurance Building, Equity Insurance Limited. Again, this is Sanjika number 2 in the former Mutual Bank building, and Sanjika number 3 here in the former Nemville Insurance building. all equity insurance. And this is the former four-player deli. This is the Evan Mandeville Associates building. And this is Sanjika as well, the Culloden Annex. And this is the E. Humphrey Walcott building, which is the annex for the National Insurance Scheme building. And this is the Frank Walcott building, again, the National Insurance building. And their website is www.nis.gov.bb. The E. Humphrey Walcott building, known as which is the National Insurance Annex, where you can drop in your green form for your unemployment benefit or anything to get your, or if you was on leave for work, you can drop in your form here and get your money. And this is the Foreign Affairs building, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building. Back at the water to the National Insurance building. Yes, they're looking back at Culloden Road, the National Insurance Scheme and the Foreign Affairs building and the Barbados Vocational Training Board headquarters. And a closer look now at the Royal Bank of Canada, at the Charleston Park, and Fujitsu YCL next door. You can even see the fountain outside the Royal Bank of Canada. And looking at the Bishop's Court here with the IBM building. And again, where this traffic light is, was once the Ernest Dayton Motley roundabout, named after our Prime Minister, Mayor Motley, her grandfather, who was the city father and mayor of Bridgetown. The roundabout was named after him. And in 2001, they replaced it with traffic lights. Again, I think traffic lights was here before, so they replaced it with traffic lights in 2001. So this is a closer view now of the Culloden Road junction, 4 across. Straight ahead we leave the Battle Point Road and Belleville and the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister's residence, yes, and the lower court where the Governor General lives. And the left turn will take you back to Lower Collimera and into Bridgetown, and the right turn will take you back to Upper Collimera via Bishop's Court Hill. Thanks for watching now and have a blessed morning.